But let's find out those driving this market at this time. Ambrose is the CRO of Invest Data. Good afternoon, Happy New Year to you, and welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello? Oh, yes. Looking at the market, it's a good start for January. And in Nigeria, I'm not surprised seeing NGS moving in this speed. If you look at the history of the market for the past 6 years, January has been one of the best performing month on Nigeria exchange. And for me, because we expect to see more earnings starting from the unaudited account that will come in this month, and also the full year audited will come with a pressure in the month of February. Investors are pushing their portfolio ahead of this event that also influence price positively. Don't forget that when there is money flowing into a particular stock or market, we are bound to see prices going up. I'm not surprised in the market in this mood. But the thing is that as to speak now, no clarity as regards the capital gain tax as to speak now. And at the same time, because this is the peak of Nigeria stock market in terms of earnings, investors are going ahead to take position. Since from the beginning, they said that your position that closed in 31st of December, it is what you gain from this one, whether they will start. But still, have to speak now, despite the uncertainties around the market or the economy, investors know that equity market is a place that can make quick money. Because our first MPC meeting coming, we're not seeing them to see any adjustment or no hike, in terms of NMP, MPC figure when I'm interest rates. For me, this is the right time people are taking advantage to buy into these stocks with the right price, knowing that most of our stocks are still on their value, even when they're sitting on another all-time high. Most of the value stocks are still selling below 15 P ratio. Who said that those stocks are still on their value? That's why we are seeing activities in the market this morning, looking at this level.
All right, Ambrose, how much impact is the countdown to the bank's recap? How much impact is it having on investor sentiment at this time from your perspective?
Actually, those that have met the calculation mark according to CBN, consider that there is kind of a demand in this stock because it gives a sign that yes, they will scale it. They already scale the hurdle. But for those that are left, in Nigeria history, you know that the most active sector during this first quarter of the year is the banking sector. It's just because of this, some of them are yet to meet what the target. That's why we are seeing some mixed reaction to most of them eating up while some are still flat. But good news that because these banks also looking at their numbers, they appear cheap before the investors. And they're looking at, yes, even as most of them are come out of a forbearance report from CPN, which most of them are given a clearance. Some are yet to give the clearance of what they are there or they are staying in or out. But I believe that most of these banks that are still yet to make a calculation between now and 31st, they will cross the hurdle. And for me, there's no panic that have issue of meeting the target from CPN. For me, investors are also saying that once they meet, they're going to the future after this 31st
How much measures
March,
do you
they
expect
are bound
to
also
hear
to do well
or
because
see?
these numbers we are seeing is going to impact in the bank's performance.
Ambrose, how much mergers, news, and movement do you expect to see in the banking sector?
Yeah, the major news we're hearing that it will not come from the big names. It will be from those that either are having issue with the regulators before now, or those also that I think that yes, they've already have the same plan to acquire more. Those are the big ones that have really merged their capital. But I'll tell you that no banks want to move for merger immediately now because some of them want to understand the bank they want to move to merge with or going to acquire. But for those banks that are having issue with the bank, with the regulators, they can easily be acquired. So what happened between them, Populous Bank and the Unity Bank. We'll see similar things also going to happen in some of the banks in that kind of category, especially what's they called the Keystone Bank and the Polaris. They might likely be acquired, but we don't know who's going to acquire them anywhere from now. But for those banks that are already first-tier banks or that we don't see them moving now to acquire the bank, or to understand the threat where they are, that even acquiring other banks, you need to also do a lot of things. But for those that are really met the calculation, they don't have issue. But for the news that have met acquisition, it's already few are hearing, but other banks will be to stand alone on their own.
All right, Ambrose, thank you so much. You hear more of acquisition than mergers at this time. Ambrose Omodion is the CRO of Invest Data. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me here.